And I think with this nerf, drag probably goes from top 1 to top 1. What's up guys, it is me, boy K-Wiz, and we are back again with another video. And as you can tell by the title, and in case you haven't been living under a rock, you would know that we had the most recent balance patch for Tekken 8 version 1.09. And I'll leave the patch notes in the description, the pinned comment. There's not really much to go over. It's very small, very tiny. I was hoping for more, especially with the Tekken World Tour Finals around the corner. But I feel like this is probably the last patch we will get before the Tekken World Tour Finals happening the start of December. So there won't be much time to sort of adjust if they do another balance patch. So I guess this is the last one we get before the finals. And the way the characters are now is how they're going to be at the Tekken World Tour Finals. Obviously, barring any like bugs or unintended things that pop up in that time, this is the version the characters will see at the Tekken World Tour Finals and going through until next year, most likely. I guess the main two characters that got talked about that are going through the patch is Dragunov and Alisa. I think they're the only characters that really got nerfs. Heihachi got a nerf as well. His spike combo got nerfed, which is weird. Considering the other spike combos we have in this game, I find it weird that Heihachi was the only one whose spike combo got touched when it wasn't even the worst offender or that crazy. But it is what it is, I guess. So what I wanted to do for you guys today is let's go through the patch notes. Let's go through what has happened. It's a very small patch, very easy to see what has happened, and then also you can hear my thoughts on it. Spoiler alert, it's not fantastic. Like, especially what we see for Dragunov. Wait, what's this? A special ghost has appeared in Tekken Fight Lounge. Be them make ghost battles for these items. You can try the battles many times you want. Some battles wouldn't be available for a limited period of time. Wait, there's Heihachi and Harada. Oh, wait, that's kind of hard. I know that's literally Asuka's outfit from the last game. I'm guessing it's all for female characters now. And that battle armor looks hard. Oh my god. Wait, I'm gonna consume. Give me a second. Wait, who's in the fight lounge? Is it Heihachi and someone? Let me go to a random one. So I always, whenever I go to the fight lounge, I always go to a random one, because if not, like, I just get chased by people because I'm so famous. Anyway, wait, you've got Harada's here and the King of Iron Fist. What do we get? What do we get for beating them? Should I use? I'm gonna use Heihachi. All right, that should be GG's. Oops, I missed my last hit. Okay. No, what do we get for that? I have to return to the lounge to receive it. Seiryu, oh, it's the mask of Seiryu and Suzaku from the story. That's cool. Staff, the hat, and the robe. Okay, that's cool. And I think from the Harada, you get his suit or something. Because I saw that on Twitter. Well, Harada's second god, man. Why is Heihachi Tekken getting Harada's second god? GG's Harada. GG's Harada. Imagine doing that to Harada in real life, man. That's how I get Hwoarang buffs. I have to do that to Harada in real life. And I'll finally get the buffs I deserve. Oh, you just get customization stuff. Okay. The Tekken series reaches their anniversary. How long have you been playing Tekken for? For far too long. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, I'll probably leave timestamps in this video so you guys can, if you didn't, you can skip to what you want to see. Because now we'll just focus on Alisa and Dragunov. So first off, let's talk about Alisa. And she said 3 main changes. The first, her downfall now does 3 less points of damage, I believe. So it now does 12 damage when before it did 15 damage. So this now does 3 points less damage. I think this is good considering with Alisa, she's had downfall 1+2 here, right? And this jails on hit. So if you block the down, if you get hit by the downfall, you have to then block the 1+2, right? This is a new change to Tekken 8. This wasn't like this in Tekken 7. And also, if you block the first hit, you have to stay ducking for the second hit. Or else you won't be able to punish it and you'll get hit by the second hit, right? Or you just do a full crouch option. You do a full crouch option like Alisa Shushan, right? So then you won't get hit by the high follow-up. Second change, forward 2-1. I don't know why in the first place it was like this in Tekken 8, but it's now -12. And it leaves them close. It left them close. So there were 2 changes they made to forward 2-1, right? In previous patch notes. The first, they made it so she was closer on block and still at -10 so you can get a more consistent punch before, because before this had pushback. This had pushback at -10, which made it difficult for characters to punish, which I thought was insane. It being -10 in the first place is insane, because in Tekken 7 it was -11 or -12, I believe. Could even be -13, but I play Hwoarang, so everything is -11 until it's -15. But yeah, it's now -12, which should have been from the beginning of the game. I think could even be -13, and that's fair. Considering what in Tekken, so in Tekken 7, I believe it was her wall bounce. I can't remember, but it just got a complete buff in this game. Was made more safe, became a heat engager, and while in heat, it was a full launcher. You know, like it just got a complete buff in this game to be an absolutely insane move. But now -12, I think is fair. I think it's fine. I think the risk reward is still kind of in her favor, especially with it, you know, because again, when she's in heat anyway, it's just going to be a +5 on block launcher. You know, how unsafe it is doesn't really matter. Just +5 on block launcher, something you can just throw out for free. And the last change to Alisa, her destroyer, forward 1+2 now does considerably necessary to block, because I can't think of how to do a quick chainsaw move. Now does considerably less chip damage on block, as you can see there. I'll read out the numbers for you. So it used to do chip damage block went from 10 to 6, and chip damage block from heat from 15 to 10. So all in all, is doing 5 points less chip damage. And again, I feel like this is a fair change, because I don't know, whenever you play against Alisa, something you'd see all the time, whenever she enters heat off a heat engager, because chainsaws are out just instant, 4-1+2, and that was just damage you had to take. There was nothing you could do to negate this damage from 4-1+2. You just simply had to take it. You couldn't move, you couldn't interrupt, you couldn't power crush, you couldn't do anything. This was just guaranteed damage that you had to take. Now, I think it's fair to nerf the chip damage. I think she's still doing a lot of chip damage, you know, when she's in heat with chainsaws anyway, right? I think it's very much fair to nerf the chip damage. I personally would rather see a system change here rather than just I think nerfing the chip damage first and foremost is fair. I think chip damage as a whole is annoying in this game. But I would like to see heat engages not be +17 on hits. I think we've been playing this game long enough to the point where, you know, you see so many characters get just guaranteed things that you have to take after heat engage, because they are +17 on hit, and there's nothing you can do if I do this. There's absolutely nothing to do except take this. And then one thing it does open up is the lows become so free, right? Obviously the bot is blocking because it's set to block, but like a low like that, you know, you're not really gonna try and block. You're not gonna want to block it, because if you do end up ducking, when she does go for the destroyer forward 1+2, it's going to be a full launcher. You know, I think that is, I think it's just unhealthy for the game. I think it's one of the reasons Alisa's been one of the best characters in this game. You know, I think she is top 4, probably number 4 on the list, one of the best. I think that's a very normal, most people's list right now. You see top 4 characters are literally Dragunov, Yoshi, Nina, Alisa. That's their top 4. And part of that is because of this one simple heat engager into this is guaranteed. Obviously the launch is guaranteed, but the chip damage from that and the plus frames from that are all guaranteed, simply because she just landed a random heat engager, landed a random move. And I think that's my issue with heat right now and heat engages. You landed one random move for whatever reason. It could have been, I mean, for Alisa, you know, it could have been a punish, you know, 17 frames, decent speed to use as with punisher, but you just landed this once, you know, you landed this once, and then because of that, all that damage is guaranteed, and then she just goes from there and plays the game, right? I think we need to, I think I'm going to do another video talking about Tekken 8 as a whole, in the things that need to be changed and need to be fixed, because I think heat definitely needs to look at. Again, it is the first year of a new game, and I'll keep saying this, you know, before people want to doom and gloom. It's the first year of a new game. Things are going to be different. Things are going to need changing. It's going to take some time. The other character we need to talk about is, of course, Dragunov. And I don't know why I picked sexy Dragunov over here. I don't know why I did that, but anyway. So Dragunov's main changes are as follows. Down 2 now does less damage. I want to say 3 points less damage. I'm going to check. I went from 17 to 14 points of damage. So doing 3 points less damage. And again, with a low as important as something like Drag Down 2, this is something that will be significant over the course of a round. He will need to obviously land more of them to win a round, right? And he's not going to get round winning. He's not going to get round winning victories as easy just off down 2 gameplay. So I think this is significant. Back 4-3. And this is an important one to me because I was in a tournament this past weekend and I lost rounds because of this, because I hate this so much. The second hit of Drax back 4-3 now has 0 tracking. There's probably been a million times, like, you see that. Like, you see that actually. Like, you can practically see his leg phase through him practically, right? Like, now just has 0 tracking, which I think is very fair. This is a good thing. I think the amount of times we had seen, if you play Tekken, watch Tekken enough, you would have seen people step the first hit, drag back 4-3, and then die because the second it was absolutely destroying them, right? So again, I'm a big fan of this change. I think more strings in Tekken need to get this treatment, where you step the first hit, the second hit. Actually, did they do anything? Does back 4-2 still track decently though? Is back 4-2 not mentioned in the patch notes? So back 4-2 is going to track slightly better. But if you're just sidewalking, you do not have to worry about it. But back 4-2 will track you slightly better, right? But the main thing that was really the issue that was back 4. The second that back 4-2 was essentially homing. You know, there was nothing you could do about it. I mean, I feel like more strings in this game need to get that treatment. I think Quarring's down 3-4 is an example. You step the first hit. If you're going to the right, which is the wrong way, the second it's going to get you, in the first hit you whiff the first hit, the second it's still going to get you. I think more strings need to have that treatment in Tekken. It's just not it's just not fun to play against, really. Dragunov's heat smash also got changed. The duration of the attack and the hitbox of the third attack have been adjusted to make it less likely to hit the opponent behind you. So there's like a bug. I don't know how I probably can't set up in practice mode. There was a bug where like Dragunov could do like the third hit of his heat smash and it would hit behind him, which happened a few times. It was a bit rare to see, and it's probably hard for me to set up. I could try, but I probably won't get it, and I'll just be wasting everyone's time. But the biggest change to Dragunov, and so this is classified as enough. I don't know if I see it that way, but Drag's QCF4 now no longer knocks down at all. Is now +8 on hit, force crouch, and I feel like this only makes a difference. I feel like in the open, this is a buff because +8. So let's get rid of his heat so you can see how it's going to play out, right? +8 force crouch is you have to take the 50-50 first and foremost. You can't step in this situation. I don't even know if you have a character that acts still full crouch, power crouch like Nina. I don't think you'll be able to get out of this. From here, it is just guess, and the thing is, he can just loot this. This is obviously on hit, but he has this. He has while standing 1 he can go into. He has while standing 3 if your back is to the wall for a wall splat. And again, this is all stuff you just have to take the mix up for, really. You can't, there's no getting out of this. You just kind of have to, you know, just over and over and over again, really. I feel like this, if anything, at the wall, I think is clearly enough, because the damage you would get from QCF4 into the running 4 combo, that was a lot. But now in the open, that like Dragunov just kind of is just gonna be doing this now on here, and because +8 force crouch, you have to take the mix up. It is there's no confusion whose turn it is. It's Dragunov's turn, and that is just, that's the bottom line. The bottom line is it's Dragunov's turn, and you just have to accept that. Like, I don't know what they're cooking up at Bandai Namco HQ sometimes, because +8 force crouch. And here's my problem as well, right? Because if you were to ask, hey, who's like, what is the big issues with Dragunov QCF4. The number one issue people would say is that it hits grounded. I think it hits grounded. Its tracking is ridiculous, easy to loop, mix up on block, and take it from there. And I think the fact the only thing they change is that, okay, well, it's not gonna make them grounded, it's not gonna hit them and knock them down and make them grounded, but it's still gonna hit grounded. To me, that is still the big issue with QCF4. I think the fact this move has been nerfed twice now, 3 times, and is still arguably the best move in the game, is just a testament to how crazy this move is from the beginning. I wish they just get rid of it. I don't know how. And I believe it's still a launcher when he is in heat. We can just test that now. Yep, still a launcher while he's in heat. Yeah. They're cooking something serious with their Drag QCF4. And I think with this nerf, Drag probably goes from top 1 to top 1. I don't think this is significant at all. And I think to me, like, it's like they're aware of what the problem moves are, but don't know what to do. Because yes, back 4-3, I think the second hit tracking was huge. I think that was huge. I think I'm happy that they did something about that. But it's still a 14 frame launcher when he's in heat. You know, QCF4 knockdown was big, back to the wall, that he would delete your health bar and it would wall splat from absurd distances. Still a launcher in heat, still hits grounded. The mix up on hits now is absolutely absurd. Yeah, I just think, well, I feel like we're getting there slowly but surely. I feel like we're getting there. But I just gotta say, it's looking like it's gonna take some time. It's gonna be a long time, I'd say, because this is just not okay. Drag's QCF4 is not okay. Back 4-3 being an I-14 launcher in heat. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they're aware of what the problems are, but they're not sure what to do yet. But I just think QCF4, everyone's been saying it for ages now, should not be hitting grounded. This mix up on hit, to me, in the buff, this is in the open, this is a buff. I truly believe in the open, this is just simply a buff. Like, I don't know what else to say. +8 force crouch. I don't know why they've done that. +8 force crouch. Like, with a character like Dragunov that's been doing what he's doing, when you see the pressure he's able to put out, +8 force crouch is just gonna carry you to the wall like this. I don't know. He's still good, probably still top 1. Alisa probably still top 4. I think the changes were good. It's a good start, but I don't know. I guess as well, like, they don't want massive meta changes before Tekken World Tour Finals with players who've been competing the entire season with X, Y, and Z character, then to just have, okay, you have this long to pivot with your character, and then etc. Right? So I feel like that's why they've done that. And I feel like season 2, which will be next year, at this point, we'll probably hear about that just before the Tekken World Tour season. I feel like that is going to be where we see the major nerfs and the major, okay, you know, these are just the slaps on the wrist for now. I feel like we can acknowledge that these are just slaps on the wrist, and then when season 2 rolls around, we'll start to see really where they want the direction for this game to go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of these patch notes. Sound off in the comment section. I'm gonna have another video coming out probably this week talking about what I want to see changed for Tekken 8 as a whole, because Arsene made a tweet recently, and whenever Arsene makes a tweet, it starts discourse, and I feel like I have a lot to add to that conversation. So sometime this week, expect that conversation. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.
Palmer, Bellingham, Saka, Tony, Trent, pressure. What pressure? Pressure is for tired. It's a different generation. They don't feel it.
Push up.
How confident were